Came here to take over the game. Yeah. Still. I know what's going on. Yeah. It's still politics as usual. Life looking beautiful. Talking real heavy. More heavy than the usual. Shook the whole world up. That type of motion new to you. So it's just a throwback. Losing, we don't know that. Only give them our facts. That's exactly what y'all lack. Always show the people love, so they show us love back. Yeah. And been worthy like 42 on the lake.
Good morning, beloved. Yes, it's us on a Saturday morning, briefly blessing you with our beautiful, handsome faces. We are the Politics as Usual NBA podcast, and we cover everything NBA related and some sneaker talk. No sneakers today because we were running. I ran 18 miles. Adam ran 1 mile, so that makes around 20 for us as a collective. But that's not
lies.
Listen, I'm so excited because it's the playoffs beginning at 1 p.m. today. We got some predictions, talk about the playing results, and yeah, man, this is the best time of the year for us NBA fans. So what's going on, Mr. Carter?
I'm chilling, Jack. How you doing?
Man, I'm doing great. Matter of fact, make sure y'all follow us, like, subscribe on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and also on TikTok. Make sure y'all stay up to date on us. Yeah, man. Listen, exciting game last night between the Miami Heat and the Atlantic Hawks. Not the Atlantic Hawks, the Atlanta Hawks. Pardon me. That was a great game. You know, I'm a Trae Young guy, so I was pulling for them. It was sad to see them walk out like that, but the Heat, I don't know how the Heat find these players who just know how to score and do big things. Davion Mitchell, I came across his name earlier this week. I know he runs with the Curry brand. So I did see that, but I wasn't familiar with his game. But they know how to find these players. That was a great game last night.
I didn't happen to catch that game. I was on a little date night. We went to go see Sinners last night. Great movie, by the way.
Hold up. I know it's NBA. Should we go see it?
It's worth seeing.
Is it scary?
It's not that scary, but it's a
executive producer is a little nervous about the fear factor.
Nah, Mrs. Carter was too, and Briz, you will be just fine. But I missed the first game, but I caught the highlights. Miami Heat, I like to compare them to the San Antonio Spurs. They're the kind of the San Antonio Spurs of the East. They always find good players. They're coached well. It's a good organization, even though the owner likes to the president likes to take star players' cookies. But other than that, they're a top-notch organization. So yeah, Miami. I think I predicted them on Wednesday to beat the Hawks. I remember you said you had the Hawks.
Oh, bad prediction for me all week long.
Yeah, I figured that the Heat would pull that out.
Yeah, man. But that's a great comparison because they are a great organization. When you get in the Spurs in the Heat system, they got a structure there, and you will become a viable player there. And if you don't, it's like something wrong with you. They know how to build players, scout players. Yeah, that was a great game with the overtime, man. But that Ja versus they ain't even the Grizzlies. That's just Ja versus the Maverick. Yo, when he's like that, I was like, that's the guy we thought he was going. He was on that where Ant-Man is now, where Shea is now. That's where we was projecting Ja to be. But that game wasn't much of a game.
Right.
Yeah, but him and I don't know what's getting into Anthony Davis, where he just be trash talking, but he was quiet for 15 years. He didn't say nothing. L.A., New Orleans, he tired of it now. But
I guess he feels like he has to. I guess he was put into a bad situation that he didn't necessarily. And my favorite highlight of that game, he ended up having a pretty good game though.
Despite
being injured. Ended up with maybe 37, 36 points.
Yeah, I think he got 40 and 9.
40 and 9.
He got hurt, as you said.
Yeah.
He had
my
come out the
favorite
game.
highlight was when he shot that three that he didn't want to shoot because he was already hobbling. And he airballs it and he gets subbed out and they immediately show Nico Harris. That is trying to
time.
But he is sweating bullets anytime in that Dallas arena. He should be very afraid
Yo,
In the
yo,
next couple of
I
years.
would, I would say he had a nice suit on. I like the suit, but yo, he looks like so unsettled in there. He looked like he just need the elders to come and pray over him. He looked like the person when you in church, we like, they had a rough one. Like, we need prayer today, emergency prayer. He always looked like he needs emergency prayer. Y'all in Dallas, y'all reverends, rabbis, imams, whatever y'all believe in, go grab Nico. He needs y'all. But yo, and the camera, they need to give that person an Emmy. That pan over to Nico was he's sitting there. Michael Finley, they look so uncomfortable.
I wonder if Michael Finley wants that moment back when he took the beer out of Luca's hand.
That's what started it,
I
man.
still will never understand that trade. I mean, as a LeBron fan, I'm thankful that they did it. I mean, it's the craziest trade that I've ever seen in my life.
And it was funny. The NBA starting lineup on Sirius XM. I listened to, and they were saying, "Give Nico a break. Enough is enough. It's been long enough." I said, "No, we'll never give him a break. We've never heard. Even if you don't follow baseball, you don't trade Babe Ruth, Red Sox, and this is the only close. And it's funny, Jason Kidd brought that up. This is the closest thing we got to compare. No best in the history of the NBA, no player in their first 7 to 8 years who's been that good, all NBA, top three player, has been traded. They've
Yeah,
axed out, left in free agency, but
yeah.
traded like a thief in the night. Nah, man, this is going to 30 for 30 in a couple years, man. I hope they ask me to be a part of that.
Did you see the interview that Luca had with Malika Andrews, where she asked some good questions, and
Yes,
have
great,
you
great
didn't
interview.
talk to Luca the night of the trade? Didn't have the heart to, he didn't even say anything to Luca, and like Luca said, he's just talking crazy. It's sad to see, and he's trying
That
to buckle
stuff is
down on
is
this
crazy. Like, even if you don't believe, yeah,
uh, championships type of thing that Nico was trying to buckle down on, but like he's just trying to save himself now. And I thought that Malika Andrews interview with Luca was a good
yes,
one, and I think Luca took the high road when he really could have said to my
definitely. He better than me, but he's better than me. And I didn't know that Dirk has a fractured relationship with Nico as well. That came out like Nico, or maybe just the Dallas, this new regime, who Mark Cuban sold the team to, just kind of trampled over everything. And I was watching that, I was like, I'm just not convinced that. I think Nico is the fall guy. This has to come from up top. I just
I mean, I definitely think it's a collective decision, but regardless, I mean, if you're in that position as the GM slash the president
yes,
of operations, you got to say, "Whoa!" Even if you don't agree with it, you got to say, "Whoa!" Let's really take a look at
I'd
that.
resign.
Yeah, like
I would
we're
have
really
resigned.
serious about trading. Look, like you did, like we said last show, and we're beating a dead horse with this Luca conversation. But you didn't trade for Joker. You didn't trade for Giannis. You traded for a big man, and Giannis would have made more sense than injury prone Anthony Davis. I'm
Anthony
sorry,
Davis is older,
but
and he's older. See, that's the thing that kills me. As we said, being a Sixer fan, we know how it is when we trade the young talent for an old guy. It may work for a season, but eventually you don't get younger. And Luca's just going to get better. 26 years old.
and
26.
listen, as crazy as this sounds, Dallas might have been better off. Your Sixers in 5 today. I mean, who knows how much he's going to play, but he's younger and he still has an upside. Dallas might have been better off trading for Joel Embiid than Anthony Davis.
I
Joel
think it's a
Embiid,
better sell. You can
and he's
sell he's
younger.
an MVP. He's an MVP. You can sell, you can dominant. Like, he's a top, we had healthy Embiid is unquestioned top 5 player in the league. So,
Absolutely.
but man, yeah, man. But we got to get to these playoffs, man. This starts at 1 o'clock. And listen, I like
Absolutely.
every single. I'm gonna watch all the games I can. At 1 o'clock, we got the Bucks taking on the Pacers, and almost a miracle took place with Damian Lillard being cleared. He's not gonna play in Game 1, but him dealing with that, I'm not even gonna pronounce that what he was going through.
Basically a
We're gonna
blood
call
clot,
that a
right?
blood clot. But
Right.
him really, usually the blood thinners, and they say it takes longer. But Shams reported it, and whatever he said, I believe after that Luka trade, I was a Woj guy for years. Per me and Woj, we was going up against Shams, but after Luka, whatever shown when he put the tweet out, it's true. So if he say
Yeah,
Dame can play, Dame can play.
he's definitely the new Woj for sure.
Yes. Do you think now who you got against the Pacers in the Bucks?
See, that's a good matchup, and
I mean, a
I,
good
I
one.
think
They
it's
don't
going to
like
be
each other neither.
yeah, I think it's going to be a lot close. It's the 4 and 5 spot. So
Yes.
anytime 4 and 5 go up against each other, it's usually a six,
Yep.
7 game series. Those are usually not sweeps. I think the Pacers got something to prove, man. And
Yes.
Halliburton didn't have the greatest year. I mean, he had some
Yeah.
flashes
Yep.
of being being pretty good, but Pacers got some good pieces, man. Some good young pieces.
Yes.
Um, it's going to be tough for the Bucks to get past the Pacers. That's tough, Jack. I want to say the Bucks as my
Me too.
prediction, but I'm gonna go Pacers. I'm gonna go
Oh man, he just went on a
Pacers.
limb, and for Halliburton, I don't know. I don't know why he had a slow start. He had plenty of rest over the summer. We watched him rest. Him and Tatum, we saw that.
He had a white
But
jersey on some days. He had warm up. He was
gets
in a
him.
different country sightseeing.
But I think I'm going on a limb because Giannis. I love Giannis. I love them. I'm gonna say them in 7. They're gonna take 7 because I think Giannis. This is and here's what's crazy. I was thinking about this is the first healthy Giannis in the playoffs we had in a couple years, and that engine he got, and Bobby Portis being back, and some of those young guys that they're developing, I think can get it to 7. But I'm banking on Dame coming through from game 2 and beyond. Just having him on the court opens it up for
Yeah,
Giannis. But listen, if the Pacers win, I would not be surprised because
and
they have the Pacers. The Pacers squad, all those young wings, they are like a kryptonite for a team like the Bucks, who's a little slower.
absolutely. And if Dame does not play by any chance, I know Sham said it, but if there's any chance that he doesn't play, game 2 and beyond, the Bucks are in trouble, Jack. The Bucks
Oh
will
yeah,
be in
they may
if
get him out there in 5 if
yeah,
Dame. I can see that. I
yeah.
definitely see it. Who's next on the docket today?
So the
Saturday.
second game is this is the series right here. The Nuggets, another 4-5. The Nuggets versus the Clippers. Listen,
Man,
we said last week we talked about this. The Clippers have gotten it right at the end of the season, and they are one of the scariest teams, I think, in the playoffs this year.
oh
If
yeah.
they end up somehow miraculously in the Western Conference Finals, I wouldn't be shocked. They're
Wouldn't
healthy
that
at
be
the
something?
Jack.
Oh God, I've been praying against that all week. I cannot see Harden succeed like that, but I can't take it away. He's been playing, and I think they're so good because he's been playing so good. Of course, Kawhi is a one-on-one genius. You can't stop him. He gonna hit all them shots in the mid range, and I expect that. But I didn't expect the level of play of Harden. Harden like averaging 24 points, 10 assists. Him and Zubac has chemistry, but on that other side. The Joker is capable of getting 40s and 20s in 10 games. And
Yep,
he probably gonna need 2 of those. The
yep.
way how they're looking. Jamal Murray just easing his way, and he's easing his way back from a hamstring. You don't play with those. So that got me nervous. I'm nervous about them. But I still think I think Joker is probably gonna be at his best. Even though that bench is shaky. I I can't leave. You know why? Why I can't pick the Bucks is the coach.
The
Because I
Clippers
can't
or
see a
the
new
Clippers or the Bucks?
coach, the Nuggets coach. I can't see that coach dueling against Tyronn Lue. I find that hard. Not the players, just that Tyronn Lue's probably the best strategist in the league. Him,
Yeah.
Spoelstra, and JJ Redick. JJ Redick already is in that conversation.
JJ Redick done made his name on that list.
Dude,
Jack,
JJ
it's
Redick, dog.
crazy.
Yo,
He's a strategist.
he knows that game. He knows that
Yeah,
game.
absolutely.
And that's why I think I'm gonna lean to the Clippers because of coaching. And coaching matters in the series. You know, that
Yeah.
they said Darvin Ham was putting up signs in the huddle saying pass to LeBron the whole time out. Like,
Yeah,
I can do
think
that.
I think that Nugget series, the Jamal Murray is going to be the
Yes,
key to that series. However he plays and
yes.
plays in this first round is going to dictate how far the Nuggets go because Joker's going to be the Joker.
Yep.
Westbrook, he's a little man.
Oh man, yo,
You
I
don't know
keep
which Westbrook
forgetting.
you're going to get. Unfortunately,
He got to calm
you
down.
don't know what you're
Yeah,
going to get.
he may try to overdo it against the Clippers. I play for them. It's LA, yo. They gotta rein him in, man. He gotta,
Yeah,
one thing that coach did, limited his time, got him on the bench, putting the young bull in. That's what they said Malone refused to do. I think that's
yeah.
better for the team.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So I'm going with the Clippers. Clippers in 6 in that
Woo,
series.
in 6.
I'm going with Clippers in
Only thing
6.
I said, what makes me nervous, I said, only thing this Kawhi, I just hope he stays healthy. Those games, seeing him, this is his most, the last what 20 games or so is probably the healthy he's been in years.
Well, this is the thing. They do that on purpose, kind of similar to what San Antonio. They rest him
Yeah,
all throughout the year, and right before the playoffs come, he
I'm ha-
looks like the Kawhi from San Antonio and from Toronto. So a healthy
you remember,
Kawhi is
yeah.
top 5 in the league.
But he said, here's what's crazy with the Kawhi piece. He hasn't finished the playoffs in years, probably since the bubble. You remember he gets hurt. He got hurt. Remember he was killing Durant that one year, probably his last 2 years ago when they played against the Suns. Next thing you know, he out for the year. So I'm always cautious with him. One thing I do know, James Harden ain't gonna miss no games.
No, he plays.
I give him that. That dude plays, man. But that's my favorite series to watch in the playoffs is that series.
Yeah, Jack. And for this next series, we have to take a little short moment to apologize to the people of Detroit. Last season, we were a little hard on you guys.
Yo,
No,
oh my
we were
god.
tough on you
Yo,
guys.
here's
We were
what's
tough.
funny.
We apologize.
I apologize. We apologize as a record label
Hard.
staff. Uh, yo,
Record
I'm
label
on.
in them too.
Yeah. I'm on their PR list, so I was getting all their stuff last year. Well, man, I was ignoring them emails. I was like, what can I do with the Pistons now? Who's that?
That's my
Oh,
little cuz
Clippers in
friend.
7.
Clippers in 7. I agree with you,
Clippers,
cuz.
Clippers in
I agree
7.
with
I said the two wild cards is how good is Murray and can Kawhi stay healthy?
you. Yeah, that's
Everything
gonna be
else is
good.
gonna. Those are the two. But with the Pistons, now I messed up. I should have been nicer to them. They ain't hit me up for nothing this year. I was like, oh, I
Tables
messed
have
up.
turned.
Now they
Tables have turned,
hey,
Jack.
yo, and they are another score away from being right with the Celtics. See, that's where I think a Kevin Durant fits perfectly. See,
Hmm.
that's why I think the Knicks win because in the series, I don't know who the second option is
Yeah.
on that team. I
They
mean,
got
they
some
got
young.
good complementary pieces, but you
Yeah.
need two guys. My theory is, in to be a great team, you need two guys who can get you 30 on the same night.
Yeah, I'm happy for Cade Cunningham though.
Oh,
He stayed in there and he didn't buckle, he
yo,
didn't ask for a trade or anything.
he
Stuck in there
better
for
than
those
me.
hard years. And I'm happy to see that Detroit is starting to have some
Yeah.
success. And little cuz Princeton, who you got in this series in the Knicks and the Pistons? I am going with the New York Knicks in 5.
I got
I'm
him
gonna
in
go with
6. I got him in 6 because I know Carl Anthony Towns is good to blow at least 2 games. He gonna foul out. He gonna take 1,000 threes. Or another thing about the Knicks, man. Does the
Knicks and
theory about Tibbs really overplaying them? Does that come to bear fruit this playoffs? Because it got to be people. People in the media be like, "Nah, the stat." But Mikal Bridges said it in the mic. He's like, "Yo, please play somebody else."
for somebody
He
like
said
him,
it.
it makes sense
He
because
don't
he's
miss
a
no games.
Iron Man plays every. But
You said
for
it,
the
man.
other players, I mean, hey, you got your players and you got your. I get it. I kind of get it, man. Like if we got our crew, like this is who we running with, man. You get paid to do this, man. I get it.
Yeah, man.
But if you got that core group of people that this is the squad that can get it done,
See,
I kind of
and that's
understand.
why I like a Clippers squad because the Clippers probably, if Tibbs gonna run a 6-man rotation, the Clippers can really go 8.
Yeah,
They got Jones coming off the bench. Who else they got? Derrick Jones flying off the bench. That's why I just watch OKC when we see them play to see that depth. I think really matters. And then say God forbid a player turns an ankle. Now they haven't got the bench players haven't got that burn. You gonna throw them in there in the playoffs?
yeah.
I don't know, but I think they get the Pistons out here in 6 is going to be a great learning experience. The Pistons will be serious this year going forward.
All right, Jack. Let's move on to the nightcap game, Jack. We got the Lakers and the Timberwolves, Jack.
Woo!
Will be a exciting series, but I think ultimately the Lakers will pull through. Luka the Don and Austin Reeves and some old guy named LeBron James are on a mission.
They let him get rest. They let him get a week of rest. He's been in that hyperbolic chamber all week. They say all week. But I think Ant-Man is going to give us some spectacular performances. But I just think this is the series where they'll miss Karl Anthony Towns the most.
Yeah,
for offense. You miss his offense. Like this series is where they had Towns. They're probably one of the favorites in the West. But I just don't think he can't outscore those 3.
Yeah, and Julius Randle is questionable. Never know what you're going to get from him.
He ain't a 30 guy. See, Towns can get you 30. Towns, I was like, I think you got to have 2 guys. And Lakers got 3 guys that can get 30. So just offensively, I just don't think the Timberwolves can come up with enough points, even though I like their pieces with Kill Alexander and those guys, DiVincenzo. They got some great tough guys who not gonna make it easy on Austin Reeves. But Reeves is the key to the series though, because he'll have the 3rd best defender. Because you got to account for Luka and you got to account for LeBron. And I can't wait to see JJ Redick maneuver in his first playoff series. I'm gonna love that.
Absolutely. You got the Lakers. What?
Lakers in 6.
Lakers in 6. I like it. Let's move on to Sunday, Jack. This is a nice matchup, even though it's a 1-8.
5. Goodness gracious.
Thunder versus that
5.
Lakers in 5. I'm not mad at that, little cuz. I like that. All right. Little cuz, let us know what you got with this one. So we got the Thunder and the Grizzlies. Years past, this would have been a great matchup, and I think we asked for this playoff matchup early in the season. I think we asked for this early in the season. Ja has something to prove. I think Ja will get a game or 2. I think he'll have 2 games, if not maybe 3. But I am going with the Thunder in 6. The Thunder in 6. I think that the Grizzlies will get 2 games though.
Yeah, I think I got the Thunder in 5. I think they just may be getting overwhelmed with the onslaught that's coming, with SGA that's coming. But even there, it's crazy. Before they fired the coach, they were in 4th place. Now they're in a play-in. So,
it's crazy, man.
That's a crazy move, man. But Thunder in 6.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Yes, sir. And these Easter games are going to be there's some good games on Easter Sunday, Jack. The next game, I don't know how exciting this series is. It's probably one of the series that I'm maybe the least excited about, the Celtics and the Mavericks, as far as all the different matchups. But it's going to depend on this series what Jaylen Brown is looking like. I think they said he's nursing a knee injury.
That's serious. They may skate through this series. They will skate through this series.
Lucas
that's what I don't see. I say all that and listen. You put Porzingis out there at the 3-point line, the game's over. Tatum and Derek White, I just can't see it. But they need him in the second round going forward. They need everybody on deck.
The second round will, chances are, be the New York Knicks.
They got to be without Jalen. I don't see them beating the Knicks. I don't see them beating the Bucks. They need everybody. Like last year where they skated through without Porzingis. You need Jalen because Jalen takes the best wing player. He guards the best wing player. And that's not going to be an issue against the Magic. But he checks Brunson. He's going to have to check Garland or Mitchell. So they're going to need him going forward. But that when I hear a brother getting something done to his knee this late in the season, an injection, that's something to keep your eye on.
Absolutely, Jack. Absolutely. And the next game we got is the Cavs versus the Heat. Even though the Heat have, like they said, I got some good players and got some nice pieces. That Cavs team is on a mission. They're top to bottom. They got great chemistry as a team, well coached. I think Spider is on a mission. I'm going with a sweep in that series. I'm taking Cavs in 4.
Miami Heat, no sleep, Elm Street. Cavs in 5.
I'm looking forward to Spider having a
listen, got a lot to prove. You listen, now we've been big on them, so you can't let us down because I want to see Evan Mobley. I want to see those guys really make a great push this year.
Absolutely. And then in the last game of Easter night, we got the Rockets and the Warriors.
Oh,
now, this is going to be
I may have lied. This is my favorite series.
Listen. I know B-Dub and Duber and those guys that like Golden State they're saying that the Rockets are too young. They're saying
what they really saying
at the right time. This is going 7. I'm going 7.
And I'm going with the Rockets. And
I'm taking the Warriors.
And here's why I'm going with the Rockets. They have so many more players that they can throw at Steph. And I know playoff Jimmy. I don't know if Jimmy, this is not the Jimmy go get 35. He going to have to get 35 each game against the Rockets. That's what I don't see happening.
Rockets in 7.
Because that in a 7-game series, when they trot out what's my man from Australia, Steven Adams, and we forget how good Şengün is. And that last game against him showed me a lot. That the size of they're different kind. They are a brute, and he's a skilled big man, and they got a bruiser in the Adams. And Amen Thompson, so athletic. He gonna be on Steph. And Jalen Green, I don't know if they got enough heroics to really pull that off. But I got I'm going to let them see the Rockets in 7, and home field makes a difference.
I'm going the Warriors in 7, Jack.
Oh, sure, of course you would. Why wouldn't you?
And just like that, Jack, we thank you guys for letting us barge into your Saturday morning. Can't even say Saturday afternoon yet. So, playoff games today, Jack. We're looking forward to them.
Yeah, man. We'll see y'all on Wednesday, our normal time. We're gonna have an award show. We're putting our award show list together of who's gonna get MVPs, rookies of the year, and all that good stuff. Make sure you follow us at Politics as Usual Talk, and follow me and follow AC. And I thank the executive producer and everybody for jumping in. Make sure y'all follow us, subscribe, so we can make this thing happen. I'm not even gonna ask you to say anything smart because it's Saturday.
Sixers in 5.
Came here to take over the game. Yeah. Still. You know what's going on. Yeah. It's still politics as usual. Life looking beautiful. Talking real heavy. More heavy than the usual. Shook the whole world up. That type of motion new to you. To us it's a throwback. Losing, we don't know that. Only give them our facts. That's exactly what y'all lack. Always show the people love, so they show us love back. Yeah.